I'm Shaun from Famous Faces.
I'm Sebastian from InvestComics.com, and this is FIC.
Apparently we're on episodes now. Jay labels the episodes.
I haven't been counting, but this should be number 14. Who knew? I feel so old.
We're going to review some comics from this week. There was a lot of comics from this week. Thankfully, we don't have to review all 13 DC books every week after this week. We'll only review the ones we like and really hate. Aquaman #1.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so good.
Pick of the week.
Yeah, it was amazing. Jeff Johns, you did it again. Ivan Reyes, awesome. Joe Prado, awesome.
It's gorgeous.
It takes everything that people make fun of Aquaman and pretty much just says shove it.
It's like therapy for Aquaman and Aqua fans. Aquaman owns like 60 years of being Aquaman, and now he's the man.
Yeah, and I'm not really a big fan of Aquaman. I mean, I'll give him static and crap all the time. But yeah, this was awesome. There's a scene in the diner. It just... it's so good.
When you know you've written a good comic, when a scene of Aquaman in a diner is...
And he orders something that's really, really good.
Yeah.
This was...
it's not really a diner. It's more of a... It's more like Aquaman in a privately owned
restaurant.
Red Lobster.
It was good.
I
enjoyed it a lot. Definitely awesome. Next book took me 45 minutes to read, and I don't remember a single thing because I want to block it out of my head. You go.
What was our analogy before?
Really good.
Aquaman was in baseball terms. Aquaman was a home run. Superman is Roseanne Barr singing the national anthem. Or any pop star singing the national anthem these days. Apparently none of them know the words.
Ooh.
But you know who does know about words?
George Perez.
George Perez.
Oh my God.
Apparently he's wanted to be a writer.
The joke today has been he must have gotten paid by the word. Because, oh my God. 45 minutes. I didn't want to read Watchmen #1 again.
He used to write some of the Wonder Woman stuff, and they were wordy, but even not...
Just move on. Sorry, George Perez. You're a nice guy. Don't write.
Good news is, fighting with those words took my mind off whether or not I like the new costume.
Hey, look, another artist turned writer. How'd this one transition?
Well,
I got about halfway through it and decided, screw this book. This is the weakest week for the DC 52, and that's...
I didn't hate it, but I can't say I liked it.
That's your review.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Well, I'll admit, I was an old school Firestorm fan. My uncle used to have all these boxes of comics. I only knew the ones from cartoons. I didn't know Firestorm from a hole in the wall. And
our book disappeared.
And Helping Hand is not helping right now. He's Hurtful Hand. Now he's Rude, Unnecessary Hand. But you know, Firestorm was one of the ones I got into as a kid. And I was like, wow, there's more to the comic books than just the characters I knew. And once I looked at this cover, the fact that they're in each other's costumes, that's supposed to be his, and that bothered me. But then inside, I don't hate it. I see what they're doing, and I like I just don't know if it's necessarily working for me. Read it and be your own judge. Teen
Titans. I didn't even ask you about this before recording.
You did not.
I liked this a lot. It was I saw these crappy outfits and thought it was going to be really, really bad, and surprisingly it wasn't. It was really good. I enjoyed it. You gotta understand, I was expecting Joe Kelly bad.
Oh, it was a lot better than I expected it to be, because I really expected to be, since this is my copy, I purchased this one, so I really expected to be not in trouble with the store when I tore this up over here. But
wasn't that bad?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Still need a different outfit for Red Robin.
They're still ugly as hell, the costumes, yeah. And
art's not that bad.
But again, everything was good until once they introduced. I think I can deal with what he's done with Kid Flash, even though I don't like that Kid Flash is not associated with Flash at all. He's just a kid who calls himself Kid Flash.
Runs really fast.
Still haven't told us whether that's Wally, Bart, or maybe the elusive Dustin from Red Hood. I don't know, but you'd get that if you read the internet.
Yeah, I don't read the internet.
See, the internet has words on it.
I just post on the internet.
But
really? That many words? Does it have this many words?
No, not on the entire internet.
All right, let's just go.
But yeah, it was Cassie. The changes they did to her.
Yeah,
and they've got her pulling the old Superboy routine of, you know, don't call me Wonder Girl. Don't call me Wonder Girl.
Yeah.
Meh. I liked this.
I liked it too.
And
a little confused by it, but I liked his echoes. I like this.
yeah, I like this. Well, I like the original James Matisse iVampire.
This is hardcore. This didn't hold back. This Justice League Dark stuff is. This should be Vertigo line. Like,
yeah, but this is Vertigo has spilled up, but this was really good, and it's like old school vampiric, not glittery, gay, sexy vampires. Just you're dead vampires.
Shink shink. Yay, Flash!
Flash!
Francis Manipul, he's the only writer or artist turned writer this week that was really, really good. You're blocking me. Yay, Flash!
It's like the Flash is talking to you.
So good. The story was good. The art is amazing. I love Francis Manipul's art.
It was good
so much.
It looks great.
It was a good story.
It reads well.
Yeah.
I wanted to be more upset with the Clark and Lois aren't a couple. Wally, Barry and Iris.
Doesn't matter. Well, it's just read the book. It's a good Flash story.
After that whole other Flash run where Jeff Johns centered everything around Flash will always be able to find his way back home as long as he has Iris, and then to just go, screw Iris. So now Flash is lost. I don't know, but they did it well, and from the way they seem to have. The chemistry is still there in the background, so I think this could eventually build up to a 50th issue wedding, 50th wedding issue.
The art is amazing.
It's gorgeous.
I want some Francis Manipul art. Green Lantern
Guardians.
Guardians.
You ended that sentence with art.
Arts. What is it? Green Lantern Guardians.
It's only your favorite Green Lantern.
Kyle Rayner's awesome. This is a retelling of Kyle's origin for those who didn't know, and then it introduces all the other Lantern Corps in it. And I was a little scared when I was first reading it, because I'm like, oh god, they're rebooting Kyle's whole thing.
I was nervous too. I thought, oh my god, this Kyle starts now? How does that work?
But no. It turned out really well. There's a lot of really good dialogue between a kid and Kyle, and then everyone seeing Kyle for the first time. It's definitely worth picking. If you like any Green Lantern stuff, it's awesome. Tony Bedard, you redeemed yourself for the Blue Beetle.
This is the Tony Bedard
this is the Tony Bedard that is
everything else
awesome.
he's ever done.
Yes. I don't want to talk about this next one.
I didn't mind this.
Did you read that last page?
I did read that last page.
Let's read
Wait.
No.
Because that last page, I will say, one of the things that I liked about this was my biggest complaint with, my only complaint really with Batman, right? The regular Batman.
I'm not talking about it.
I know you're not. He's sticking to that. He's a man. He's like an oak. I'm a willow. So they're laughing behind the camera, and it's making me forget what the hell I'm talking about. But I didn't like the way Capullo drew Two-Face, because he had like no eye, and he looked melted or whatever. Two-Face's face looks normal. The rest of him, there's a little surprise at the end of this. I don't want to say too much. Blockbuster kind of thing. So I didn't hate this. I kind of like the idea of the cops.
Jenkins needs to stop writing comics.
I kind of like the idea of the cops coming after Bruce Wayne, going, "Oh, by the way, you've been funding a vigilante because you just came out with Batman Inc." He's like, "Look, I did that before the reboot when the DC universe still liked superheroes. Well, we don't anymore. This is the DCNU, and there's no U in the DCNU."
Justice League Dark. Your review.
The art was gorgeous.
There we go. BLACKHAWKS. This was surprisingly good. I don't know any of the characters. Apparently not supposed to, but I felt like you were supposed to. It was really good introducing all the team, and Mike Costas, he definitely gets the whole espionage type feel. He wrote G.I. Joe Cobra, so if you like this, please go check out G.I. Joe Cobra, or vice versa. This was really, really good. I enjoyed that a lot. I'll definitely stick around with that for
like a spokesman.
Yeah, I like to do that. Savage Hawkman. There we go. Oh, I gotta do this next one too. Savage Hawkman wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I don't get how Tony Daniel could write this and Detective be so good and this not so good. I'm done.
Well, I'd rather him write a good detective than a good Hawkman.
God,
He's okay with me.
Sorry to the 5 Hawkman people in the one post that will get. I like Hawkman. Yeah, no one cares, dude. No one cares.
Can't believe you diss Hawkman.
Yeah,
I'm disliking your review video.
All-Star Western, Jimmy Palmiotti, Justin Gray, right? Yeah. So, I'm not a big Jonah Hex fan. I get why people like it. I just couldn't get through this book, but Jonah Hex in Gotham City, it should be a good story. I just can't get into Jonah Hex. I'm sorry. I'm sure it's
Wasn't Jonah Hex always in Gotham? See, the only time, I'm not a Hex fan. The only time, you can all throw stuff at me, I know. I'm going to admit this on the internet. This is my shame. The first Jonah Hex story I ever read which is why I was a kid. I didn't know any better. Was when it was just called Hex, and he was like in the future for some reason. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got it in a grab bag at a comic book store at a flea market. It had him and some future version of Batman. I read it and thought it was the coolest thing in the world. I was like 8, okay? So later, when I was like 12 at a comic convention, I got other issues of that, and I read it, and I really liked it, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But in my head, that will always be Hex, because those were my scarred youth years.
Voodoo #1. It's written by Ron Mars. It's an alien in a strip club, pretty much. I didn't read this. Jared told me the synopsis on it. The camera guy got the camera guy's attention.
With the word stripper, who was all you needed.
So,
Jared liked it.
We know someone's been retweeting Ron Mars on everything. That's been awesome today. All the great reviews for that book. You could retweet this because we didn't read it. So.
But Jared said, he's not here. We'll imagine, look, see this space? This space would be Jared. Jared says, I read it. It was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
She's beautiful until she turns into a monster.
Hi, Jared.
Jared's just camera shy now.
He doesn't like us anymore.
Pretending he's working.
Yeah, that's fine.
But he liked it, so we'll say thumbs up from Jared. So Jared gives thumbs up to strippers.
Finally done with all these DC books.
But he's too short.
It's not going to be this many reviewed next month. There's a lot that we won't review anymore. Do your fear itself.
That was my fear itself.
There's nothing to fear.
Alright, as always, the fear itself reviews.
Thanks for retweeting us, Christos Gage.
It's true. The fear itself reviews I do are not always the most direct into the fear itself world.
They don't tie in.
Avengers Academy, I still say this is like the best book out of the
second best Marvel book.
It's the best Marvel book. We will continue our war.
It's 1A, 1B. We'll let you decide which one's
Avengers Academy versus X-Force. Uncanny X-Force, sorry. This is really good. Yeah. A lot of depth to these kids, and this is them dealing. A lot of the fear itself stories seem to be more about people dealing with the horrors, but this has really done it well. And I think part of that is, see how this says fear itself underneath Avengers Academy, and it's actually the Avengers Academy book. I think one of the things that worked better, I was thinking about this today, is the fact that this tie-in is actually in the book. It's not, well, there's an Avengers Academy storyline going on over here, and we made a 3-issue Avengers Academy fear itself because we could.
It's like a jab at Uncanny X-Force. Just continue that.
That was a jab at the Marvel Universe in general.
True.
But
I wonder how long till they relaunch.
It'll be Marvel Universe. Point 1 is coming in 2012. Have you seen all the stuff? Foundation.
So we hurt our heads.
Yeah. So Foundation. All the Marvel Universe heroes are gonna put on makeup. So
just go. Just keep going.
This is so good.
We'll joke about it later.
This is so good. Read that. The art is gorgeous. Brilliant story. New Mutants. This is also really good. I'm not 100%. Who does the art? Is it La Fuente?
Yeah, Fred La Fuente.
Yeah.
Drew the Ultimate Spider-Man stuff.
That explains a lot. I'm not 100% liking his art.
Tells a very manga style.
But Abnett Lanning write a good enough story that even a small, shallow, and petty man like myself can overcome artistic differences and say that this is a good book. Speaking of good books,
this was so close to being the pick of the week. This was awesome.
Yeah,
Terry Moore, you kill it. I love it. Literally kill it.
Yeah, he kills a couple things.
This is really
creepy
good.
at the end.
Oh my, children are creepy. Yeah. Children. I've never been scared of a child since watching The Exorcist.
Right now, I'm scared of Terry Moore.
Yeah.
I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Terry Moore.
This is a really, really good book. If you guys haven't picked up, go pick up the first issue and pick up this one. This has been awesome.
Pick up anything by Terry Moore. Get The Strangers in Paradise. Get Echo. Get Rachel Rising. Get more Strangers in Paradise. There's a lot of them.
There's 18 volumes or something. Yeah.
Ultimate Spider-Man. I'm not Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
He's black and Hispanic.
It's true. And he's pissed off all the racists on the internet, and that's a lot of people.
You just pissed off all of the Southeast.
It's true.
Except for Florida. You don't really have much.
That's because Florida's south geographically, but it's populated mostly by Northerners. Yeah. Like me. I like this. This is, at the moment, this is the only Spider-Man book I read, and I used to be a Spider-Man guy, and then it
was good.
And I never liked Ultimate Spider-Man because, like I said last time, it was always just this much of a tweak on Peter Parker. It wasn't anything new. It was just something different. This is a whole separate thing. I'm like, I like this kid. I like his. There's one. I was complaining. There's one piece of dialogue.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a father. I teach grade school kids. Don't say it's not cool to lose any sense of a normal life. They don't say it. They say, man, I just wish I was normal. They say, I'm never going to have a normal life now. They don't say, I've lost any sense of a normal life. They don't say that.
Bendis, you should probably favorite this video. This is one of the only times I'll actually say you did good stuff.
I really like this. And I can't say enough about Sarah Piccione. Oh my God.
Good stuff.
Bendis can make the kids say whatever they want. They can start quoting quantum physics textbooks because his art is so good. I will still read it anyway and go, my God.
I want to do this next review, even though I haven't read it. It's the Sixth Gun. You should be buying it, right?
It's true. This book this book is so good, and this one gets kind of this is kind of a breakaway, good little jumping on point. You're getting history of one of the main characters who's gone off to do his own thing. Gord's gone off to do his own thing, and you're kind of getting a first look into who he is, and you've got the rest of the guys still kind of looking for Drake, who's been missing for. Things went badly for him, and we're trying to find out. Is he okay? We don't know.
It's one of the best independent books. Because I read the first graphic novel. It's one of the best independent books that isn't getting recognition.
It's so good. Coleman and Brian Hurd knock it out of the park every damn time. Who you gonna review? Ghostbusters.
This is really good.
So good.
There's a panel in here with Dan Aykroyd. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's a Blues Brothers reunion.
It's awesome. It made me very happy. I'm a huge Blues Brothers fan. It's pretty awesome.
It's brilliant. And this animated style, he's done a couple of the Ghostbusters series. I love this art. Who is this guy? So I can give him his full love. This is Dan Schoening. Dan S.
What up, Dan?
It's gorgeous. I love it. And there's a little completely different,
Slimer, yay!
So
I always liked him when I was a child.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's it.
The old cartoon Slimer. And there's a little bit in the back that shows the return of Venkman's nemesis. FF
number 9. It's Jonathan Hickman. He's one F and an IC away from being our show.
It's true.
I made a U joke.
And you did. I'm proud of you.
I was trying to fit that in. The war still continues. Black Bolt. Yeah, that's his name. He's in it. There's a really cool scene with SpiderMan and Jared. What's Black Bolt's dog's name?
What? Lockjaw.
Lockjaw. There you go. There's a really cool scene with them, and I enjoyed this like I always do. Thanks, Jared.
Yeah.
His name is Tinnitus.
Oh, just keep reviewing. That was
so if Dr. Doom's not a bad guy now, does he have to still call himself
Doom? Dr. Doom, something really cool happens in here with him.
Does he become
Thank you for reminding me. No, something really cool. I'll explain that.
Dr. Salvation?
I'll keep it off to the side. Dr. Salvation it is.
Incorruptible. Love this book.
Yep.
Love this art. And this issue builds to next issue. We're finally going to have it. Next issue is going to be Max Damage versus the Plutonian.
That only took 20-something issues.
Well, you don't want to rush these things.
I don't want to wait 2 years for it.
I did. This was good because now I care enough about Max Damage. You did it like right away. I'm like, who is this guy? Is a bad guy? Says a good guy? But no, now I want to see this happen. This is just awesome. Read this book, or the Plutonian will come to your house and kill your whole world.
Kill your baby.
Why he has to do that from your house?
That's the best part of that book. Bye-bye, baby.
It happens, kids these days.
Go.
Godzilla Kingdom of Monsters. So much fun. Eric Powell just packs in the social community. This one got a little more of the emotion. You got, the little refugee guy with the kid that he found kind of hanging in there. And I think Godzilla kills Ike from... No, Ike's not in here.
Ike!
I just like to mention Ike.
I must want a week without Ike.
But this is...
Don't kick the baby.
This book is good. It's just good. Just read it. It's better than a Godzilla comic should be.
That's not my book. Neither is that. Do I even have a book anymore? I'm just going to leave.
Yeah, you do.
I got one more.
You're coming up. All right. The Last Phantom. I have an on and off relationship with this book. I say that like every time because it's just every time I think, yay, I go, oh. But this is like my second yay in a row. In fact, this is a better yay. And the Phantom character has discovered a sense of humor. Just because you are the ghost that walks doesn't mean you can... At one point, he sneaks up on these people in a boat, and then with a smirk on his face,
they're in a boat,
pops up out of the water and declares himself the ghost that swims. All right? That made me laugh. That was funny. All right? At another point, because his costume has this like camouflage technique, he it turns invisible. At one point he says, invisible is the new purple. That's funny to me. Even funnier because I'm colorblind and can't see purple, so purple's kind of invisible to me regardless. That's funny. Dungeons and Dragons. This book is great. This book is great. Even if you're not a Dungeons and Dragons fan, if you're any form of dork, you like the fantasy, you like the swords, you like the elves, you know you do. I see you playing online with elfin porn memes. So, read this. You'll like it.
That last part just, wow.
I just wanted to work the word meme into a sentence.
Really? The elf porn wasn't? Okay. Venom. God, I need to remember issues better. Number 7. Yeah, right? Number 7. Spider Island tie-in. Sort of does. I feel like I kind of missed something not reading. I feel like I missed a chapter because I guess it really was a good time. But this, if you've been reading the arc at all, you know about Flash's dad, and it has a really, really good character moment in it with Flash and his dad at the end. And it's this was really good. Rick Remender, you're awesome. You're making Venom cool and not the '90s douchebag popular character he was. This is much better. Go to Robocop. Kill human. What? Is that Terminator?
It's Robocop.
Oh, yeah.
It's Terminator, Robocop, Kill Human. All right, this is my favorite title I have to say, even though I have to look at the cover every time I say it. This, basically, time travel is a mess. Robocop goes back in time, and in this issue,
kills humans?
Totally f***s up the movie Terminator 2. He comes in.
Oh man, that's
and goes,
a good movie.
Well, it makes sense because you know how the other Terminator movies, the lesser Terminator movies, all stemmed from the fact that at the end of Terminator 2, remember Arnold's hand sticks out, and then Cyberdyne gets the hand and is able to, and the hand in the chip, and is able to make it all come about anyway. He goes back, turns off Arnold because he's like, no, this is not going to work. You guys are going to think you saved the day, and they're going to get his hand. So no, this is what we're doing. And then it all, time all kind of goes to hell, and Sarah Connor goes, wait a minute, and just starts shooting Robocop in the face. And
Robocop.
It's, you get a scene you never thought you'd see. It's, how comics always say.
Look. But keep going. I'm looking
how comics always say stuff like, because you demanded it. This is the scene you should have demanded, but you never thought to. The T-1000 versus like 1,000,000 Ed 209s. Why would no one want to see that? The answer is, we all want to see that. We just didn't know to ask for it. Well, they gave it to us. Buy this. While you're buying it, also from Dynamite, Warlord of Mars. Art changes on this one. I've been loving the art in the regular. This is still good. It's not like it's bad art. It just took me a minute to go, oh, that's not the same. But it's still really good. It's really strong. Deja Thoris looks a little more like a normal person than, she's still crazy hot, but not exotic crazy hot. Like, crazy hot you could meet someday at the supermarket, and now she's Deja Thoris, super hot MILF from space. Because it's her and Deja, and John Carter's son. John Carter's still missing on Earth. There's a mystery. It looks like John Carter is being framed for a murder he didn't commit, and he's not on Mars to stand up for himself. So it's his family doing it for him. It's really good. These Warlord of Mars from Dynamite, I keep saying it, they're so good that I don't know why anyone would read the Marvel ones.
Graphic novel
of the week. Moriarty, The Dark Chamber. I didn't read this in individual issues because the idea of Moriarty finding his place in the world without Holmes after he's killed Holmes basically sounded to me like one of those things that would either be really, really good or turn out to be one of those, all too often in comics, really good ideas that fall short of the mark. Fortunately, I read this trade and discovered this is really, really good. Like, this is really good. I sat there and read this and was disappointed when it was over, but was happy to see, because I didn't know if this was a miniseries or what, but I was happy to see that today on online, Image released their solicits for December or whatever, and number 7 is listed. So apparently it's still going. So there's more. It's so good. Read this. Really good art. Really great story. It's good.
Bye, Fic Universe. Ooh, I made that up. I'm proud of that.
Goodbye.